America from Botswana or any African country to America is extremely difficult. Coming to America,
millions and millions of openings in America. I think the last report was 14 million openings.
Yeah. Okay, do you like living in the USA more than Botswana, or do you like Botswana more than the USA? And should I answer this one? How old are you guys, and do you make a living through YouTube, or you have other means? Okay guys, I'm wearing the same clothes as I was wearing in the last video. So I'm gonna be answering some of the questions at once in this video. I was at first thinking of doing video each vlog. That'll turn into like 50 videos or 100 videos. Okay, if a question needs a dedicated vlog, like that is like needs my husband and I to talk, I'll definitely have my husband really be in that video. But otherwise, let me try to really like answer your questions. Okay, question number 1. What do you miss about Botswana other than family? To be honest with you, the main thing that I miss about Botswana is gonna be mostly like the social life. And when I say the social life, I mean there are a lot more people on the street, like as opposed to here people are in the houses, that if I'm gonna meet a friend, I have to make an appointment and everything. I cannot just go outside and have a conversation. Like here it's more like you need to appoint to have that kind of relationship with someone, whether it's talking or anything like that. You have to make an appointment to meet, or you can text, can I come over? While in Botswana is not the case. You just come if you meet someone and say, surprise, I'm here. So I definitely miss a lot more social life that is not organized, like social life that comes every single day. Someone said, keep me unknown, I'm getting married soon, how do you manage finances in marriage? This one I'll leave it for a dedicated video because there's a lot to unpack on it. So be sure, Miss Anonymous, I'll definitely keep your name anonymous, but I'll make a dedicated video with my husband on it, because it doesn't need, I mean, it needs a lot of insight, especially from the Bible and everything, that how we do things. So I feel like it needs its own dedicated video. Please make your favorite dessert. Very soon I'll make my favorite dessert and I'm going to share with you guys. It's a very good dessert. You're going to like it. What it's like to live in Africa? Living in Africa, hands down, it's one of the best, like I said in my first point, in the sense that there's a lot more social life and there's more like carefreeness. Like you can kind of like live in peace without worrying about anything. When I say in peace, I mean America is amazing, don't get me wrong, but like what I'm saying is that in Africa you can live without money and just sleep right, without having someone knock on your door, like, you know what I mean? But here it's more like the life is very fast paced. So definitely the slow life and just like living your life in Africa, that's what I miss. I mean, that's how the life is like. Anyone can enjoy that life, but if you're a fast-paced type of person and you like to see a lot of modern places, definitely it's not for you, unless if you want to live in the city. But it's amazing. Hello, now are you gonna teach your kids Setswana? Definitely, but not yet. I mean, I'm trying, but it's not as easy. But when we take them to Botswana, I'm gonna be very strict and say, speak only Setswana. We're gonna teach them Setswana for sure. Botswana, and how and where can I find jobs in America? Finding a job in America is closer to impossible. I mean, it's very possible, but there's a lot of process that you have to follow, right? You wanna answer that?
Finding a job in America?
No, it's very easy, but I'm saying, I know there's a lot of jobs, honey. But honey, how can someone come from Botswana there? That's the hard part.
They need a work visa. I don't know the requirements for that.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder so that they can hear that we are behind the camera? Yeah, there's thousands and thousands of jobs in America, but I was talking about coming to America.
Millions and millions of openings in America. I think the last report was 14 million openings in America.
Yeah.
So the job market is very
it's amazing,
loose,
but
I mean, obviously you need a work visa. I don't know the requirements for
that. America makes it very difficult for a lot of Africans to come to America. I don't know all the requirements, but you can be sure to check. I'll not say the embassy, because the embassy will not allow you. Okay, come in, honey.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago my company that I worked for, they had a hard time hiring people. So oftentimes they had to hire foreigners, and they typically hired from Mexico. And they had a really good program where the Mexican worker would come up for 9 months, and then they would go back home for 3 months. And I think my company paid for the living expenses and things like that. So I tried doing that for some friends in Botswana, because they were even having a hard time getting the Mexicans to come up. And some of my friends in Botswana, I really respect their work ethic. I figured they'd tear it up if they came here, and they make a lot of money. They would make like $16 an hour or whatever. And I tried talking to human resources, and they were very enthusiastic, but when they made a couple phone calls, I guess for whatever reason, Botswana was not allowed to participate in that program. I don't know why, so I don't know what the requirements are for Botswana or other African nations.
But definitely there's a lot of work here. As you hear, it's easier for the Mexicans, but for Botswana was not easy. My husband was willing to help a lot of our friends in Botswana to bring them here, but it was very, very difficult. Coming from America from Botswana or any African country to America is extremely difficult. But you can inquire, because jobs are many here. Like, they're abundant. There's a lot of labor shortage here. Like, seriously. Just love to watch you. Okay, thank you. Someone asked, is it hard for you to look after the kids when your husband is not home? Yes, it is. It is. Right now it's not as easy, because my little toddler is very, very independent. He feeds himself. He does a lot of stuff by himself. But when he was still a baby, it was very, very difficult, especially when my husband was working outside the home. It was extremely difficult, because I'll have to jungle with a new baby and all that stuff. But right now it's not as hard, because right now, if I know my husband is not going to be home for the whole day, I'll have to be planning. We'll have to do a lot of meal prep. So it's easy, but not as easy as when he's home. Like, look at me right now. I'm doing the questions and answers, and he's cooking, because both of us don't have anything much to do as far as a lot of work. So yeah, it can get challenging, but it's much easier with my baby being a toddler. I know your husband enjoys cooking. Hey, honey. But when are you going to cook some more food from Botswana? If you watch my... Your husband is like, yes, ask her. If you watched my previous vlog 2 days ago, there's a video where I named it, I surprised my husband with Botswana food. Definitely I'll do that. And also sometimes I cook that and I don't record that. Like, I was not longer time ago, I made some lentil soup that I did not share in the vlog, but I do make those foods. I don't show them on the video. I'm like, yes, ask her. How old are you guys, and do you make a living through YouTube, or you have other means? How old are you, honey? My husband is 55. How old?
You're 32.
I'm 32. I always say I'm 33 or something. I don't know whether I want to grow fast. And no, YouTube is not our main way of making money. No. Hi, no. How do you stay so happy and strong? Do you ever have bad days? I do have bad days, but they're rare. Anyone that knows me in person, anyone that knows me in person knows that I get my strength from reading the Word of God. I'm someone that loves to read the Word of God, and usually when we read the Word of God, every time there's something that's going to comfort me, whether it's someone's position or someone's situation, or a psalm, or something in Ecclesiastes, or something in the Proverbs, something is going to comfort me. So 90% of the time I'm happy, but not all the time. Yes, I have bad days. If I had a bad day, you'll not see me in the vlog, but they're very rare. They are like few days out of the 365 days. And honestly, my anchor is the Lord. My anchor is the Word of God that has really given me that happiness that I always have. Like, I consider myself a very happy person. That is because I love reading the Bible. When I say read the Bible, I don't mean verse of the day. I don't mean feel good type of a verse, but I mean reading the entire Bible. When you do that with my husband, it definitely gives us that happiness and that joy and that hope. So it makes it, no matter the situation, we are always positive about it. So I think I'll credit my joy and my happiness in the Lord. So So as I was saying, my battery, my card became full. As I'm saying, like even in bad days, I still have these verses like pray without ceasing that really will make me like, there's time for being happy, there's time for sadness, there's a season for everything. So reading these words really encouraged me. And by the way, please someone do me a favor, if we make it to this far, please make timestamps for every question and write it down for me, and then I'll copy your comment and put it in the description below so that each one person will have their question answered and they can go straight to the question, if you don't mind doing that. For example, if this question is on the minute 5, you just say 5 minutes 30 seconds, how old are you and do you make money only with YouTube, and then I'll be able to answer those questions. I don't have time to do that, but if someone in the comments can do that for me, I'll really appreciate it. Thank you guys in advance. Okay, can you check my YouTube channel and give some advice to grow faster, maybe end me live? I'm still not there. I don't have a lot of time to do that, but in my finance channel, I'm really giving all the information. I'm not keeping anything secret. That's why I'm able to deliver how much money YouTube paid me, and not only that, I'm able to give all the things that I am doing. So I don't need to give you a live checking of your channel, but I can tell you that if you watch those videos verbatim and follow those advice that I give you, you are going to succeed, because those are the formulas I use on my channels. I'm not keeping anything secret. Everything is what I am doing. So at this point, I cannot do that. Another person asked me, do you do paid advertisement on YouTube? Yes, I do paid advertisement on YouTube, but not for YouTubers. I do it for companies. Like I just made a brand deal with McAfee a few days ago, but I don't. When YouTubers ask me how to really pay me to advertise their channel, I don't think that's the best way to go. And not only that, you guys may say I charge you more, because I usually charge companies over $1,000 to do that. But so I'll not charge another person trying to grow a YouTube channel that much money. So that's why I prefer to only work with companies on paid advertisements. But if it's to grow your channel, I will not take your money, but instead I have a channel that I dedicated to that. I'll link it down. That channel goes into details on how to start a YouTube channel, how to make money on YouTube channel, and the best strategies that I use to really grow your channel. So that's the answer. And no, I don't take paid advertisements from people that are trying to grow YouTube, because I don't think that's fair for them, because they're trying to grow. So why should I take their money? So I really give that information in that channel. And maybe in the future, if I have a lot of time in my hands, I'll make a coaching class where I can have people pay, and then I can have one-on-one with them. But at this point, I don't have time. I'm a mom of 3, and possibly I'm gonna have more children, and not only that, it's a lot of work. So at this point, I'm not yet there, but in the future, if the time allows me, I'll do that. That way I can have one-on-one with people. I hope that answers your question. So I'm continuing the question. My camera got heated up, so I had to give you a break. I guess it's been overworking. Okay, do you like living in the USA more than Botswana, or do you like Botswana more than the USA? And should I answer this one? To be honest, it's a lot of compromising at this point, but I definitely love living in Botswana more than I love living in the United States. That is the reality of it. But I don't like to dwell too much into it. I mean, my husband knows that, everyone knows that, but I believe that once you are married, there's a lot of compromise that you have to make, and you have to make this decision. And it's probably, like, I don't want to get into details on it, but to answer your question in short, Botswana, I love it better. Then again, it's where I'm from, it's where my whole family is from. So do you miss Botswana? A lot. When are you having a baby girl? That one is answered. I've already answered it, and in my previous video. Okay, do you think you want more kids? That question is answered already. What was college like? Did you date? And was it hard to adapt living in another continent? College was fun. I was there to make a living. When I say living, I had to pass what I was doing. Did you date? I dated once. I'm looking at my husband. I dated once, but the guy was not good enough. I guess he was preparing my life for my husband. I dated once, but it was just a date of seeing each other. Nothing like kissing, no kissing. My first kiss was on my marriage. So those kind of things. Know that life. So yes, I dated. You can use strawberries to clean your teeth in the morning when you eat your breakfast. Ever try that? That's very interesting. Huh? It must be the seed. I've never heard that. I'm going to do that. Thank you so much. Have you ever tried mouth rinse for in the morning since you don't brush your teeth? I do brush my teeth. I just don't brush them after the night before. But mouthwash, I'm noticing that mouthwash, I've used them in Canada before. They actually tint my teeth. My teeth are usually very white. If I use mouthwash in consecutive days, my teeth change into another color, like kind of cream white kind of thing. I don't like them. Elevation Worship and Hillsong United Gospel. Do you listen to those? I don't know about Elevation Worship, but there are songs of Hillsong that I love listening to. But I love hymns better. Love the car trips. Do you plan to do more? Yes, we're going out for Christmas to Arizona again in the next few days. Have either of you been in a relationship before you were married? Were they interracial? I think this one should be a dedicated video because my husband will be involved. Do you have church at home? I don't know if they mean here. We actually found a church that we're going to be trying this week. I'm very, very excited. It's a church. I'm going to make a vlog about it. I'm hoping I'm going to love it. We have a church. Your braids are beautiful. You can wear so many ways. Are you planning on keeping them? Yes, I'm planning on keeping them for at least a month or so. Are you reading any books now? Not a separate book from the Bible. Right now, I'm reading the Bible only. But my husband is reading other books that he will share in possibly the next video or so. Do you have movie nights? Definitely on Hallmark. We prefer like romantic stuff, so we like Hallmark. So that's what we like to. Do you listen to R&B singers? Not as much anymore. Because I'm more into the Christian side. But you bet that my favorite artist was Brandy. I love Brandy, and then I like pop music from Westlife. I was a Westlife girl, Backstreet Boys. Those are the ones that I listened in the past. Once in a while, I see myself falling into them, but now it's more Christian music. Is Garrett an only child? No, he has a brother. More kids for you? You bet. That video is up already. You can check it out. What is your favorite song? I told you, I made a video that we lost everything. We knew that that was gonna probably happen. So at that time, I watched follow, 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 I will follow, 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 I will follow Jesus, follow on. So definitely that song has a lot of significance, because when we knew that we were gonna experience that was a hymn that I listened to a lot. Then I can tell you it's one of my favorite hymns. But then again, I like also like the hymn about the blind. What is that song that we'll see? I mean, Jesus Christ will see him. I mean, I forgot the song, the hymn. The footprints. Yeah, no, not footprints of Jesus. Another one that apparently was written by a blind lady that he'll see the mark. He'll tell him by his mark.
The nails.
Huh?
The nails in his hand.
Yeah, nails in his hand. What is the name of the song? Can you remind me the sound of it? Yeah, that's another one that I love. Another one is Did You Think to Pray? What is your favorite song? Yeah, I mentioned that. Why is our wedding video on someone's channel? That is because like someone uploaded it long time ago, but I don't know who the person is. But I don't really mind. It doesn't really bother me to be on someone's channel. I mean, that way people can watch it, because I cannot upload it on my channel, because a lot of those people that were my friends, they are no longer my friends. So I don't think I should post it on my channel. So it's better that it's on that channel. That way people that have not seen the video, they can see it. How do you make time for yourself with 3 kids? I'm struggling with just 1 baby. It's just like today we have started to make them sleep at 7. That way my husband and I can have our me time around 7:38. Now they sleep at 7 o'clock, and it has helped our marriage life a lot that we just spend time together with my husband. It's more like making them go to bed early. If they drive you more crazy during the day, then make sure that they sleep between 6 and 7, and that way they're gonna wake up in the morning around 8 or so. I mean, at least my kids do that. So That's 7 o'clock. If they sleep, they are sleeping by 7 o'clock, and then that time at night is our me time with my husband, and then we sleep around 8 or 9, sometimes 10. So that's how we do it. I don't know what to say. I just love you. Thank you so much. Okay, now the next one is gonna be a dedicated video because I think it's gonna be fun. So I hope this question and answer some of your questions. And please, I ask you guys for a favor. If any of you can just put timestamp for these questions, that will mean a lot to me, but you don't have to do it. I mean, it's kind of a work. You have to pause to see what time and put it on, and I'll put it in the description. But otherwise, it will mean that way it will help people to know what type of question do they have. So I'm gonna be working on another question and answers, so answer some of your questions, because the second part of Vlogmas is all answering your questions. Bye guys.